My lovely people, how are you doing this evening? My lovely Breezy, I cry for you every day. Hey Dark Salmon, you got a good joke today or you just got bullshit to share? The ghost of Anne, I will tell to Steve happy birthday from you. Stop it with she's getting her second cat. She's not going anywhere. She's getting her second cat, and you know what is gonna happen to you, Dark Salmon and the ghost of Anne? Because the day is gonna come where she will pass away. You know that very well. It is inevitable. How you say this word in English? Inevitable? Inevitable. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Inevitable. It's an edible. It's uninevitable or something like that. Unavoidable. It's unavoidable. So she's gonna pass away, of course. I'm gonna pass away too. But it's so nasty of you because when she's gonna pass away, what joke you will crack still then? And you ghost of Anne, will you still have the same profile name? I don't think so, because you will feel pretty shitty to have that name, I presume. But that is just my assumption. Uninevitable is unavoidable. There is the word. I swear to God, I'm gonna search for it. Breezy, fuck off. You have done me no only damage in my life. Uninvetiable. Let's see what comes up. No, not uninvestable. No, 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 no. Uninvestible. Uninvestible. No, apparently this is a word that is just in my mind. I think that I confused it with unavoidable. I thought vettable, uninvettable. It's uninvettable. It's uninvettable. Whatever. So I have started to create words in my mind. I'm adding to the English dictionary vocabulary without even knowing. Yes. This is a good sign of mental health. I'm very happy to share my mental health. Look at this one. Tinta. You want snack? I'll bring you snack after. Okay. Also, I forgot Rosie. She showed something. I'm gonna go skim through because I cover her. So I don't want to skip. I don't want to. No, look, I'm putting it in Google. This is very good. Very good start. She didn't put something interesting, so that's the thing. I'm not going to stay long to cover it because it's very, very kind of dull and boring. Not much new. Trauma dumping is usually the same. She shows herself in the pool. We'll cover that in a bit. In a little bit. What in the is this the word? What in the YouTube is going on? Oh my god, what in the YouTube is going on? You're gonna get mad at me again. Doesn't matter. It's okay, we can get mad at each other. There is the word inevitable. Thank you so much. You see? Inevitable. Inevitable. You see, I was not wrong. You see that I was thinking already that I'm getting freaky. Do you see that? Thank you so much. What in the YouTube is going on? I feel really bad that you helped me. But at the same time, it's okay that you dislike me. We don't have to agree with everything in the YouTube, what is going on. Certain to happen. Exactly. Unavoidable. Unavoidable. Inevitable. Thank you so much. You see, I'm not a moron. We can move on. Wow. Wow. So, I want to quickly cover this. But then I also want to share about other things, not just Girl World. You're not Gata, you're not blocked. Not Gata, you're not blocked. Gata in Romanian means finished. Gata. Gata means finished in Romanian language. Who's this Downy? Hey Louise, I hope you're doing well. Thanks a lot. What in YouTube is going on? I'm so sorry that I bitched at you. But you bitched at me too. But it's okay to bitch at each other. It doesn't mean that it's normal to bitch. That's why I don't understand why some people on YouTube get so sensitive and block me. You're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked. I just come make some jokes. I don't attack anyone really seriously. Everybody does this on YouTube, but they pick on me. It's okay. And the thing is that I'm also aware in life that not everybody can like you. Some people don't like me because of my accent. Some people don't like me because of the things I say. Some people don't like me the way I express myself. Some people don't like me because of my political views. Some people don't like me because of the way I look. it is all different, and there's always going to be people that don't like you for whatever reasons, and you got to live with that. You can't be mad. Why does this person not like me? Why does this person not like me? That doesn't help shit. They just don't fucking like you, and just live with it and move on. This is the way life goes. I'm not bullshitting you. I just want to teach you things that nobody taught me. That's the thing. I grew up with no siblings. I didn't have cousins. I didn't have family. I grew up really like one of those Austrian kids that was not molested by their parents. I had really rich parents, but they never spent 1 hour of time with me. I had babysitters, but I was kept like a pet. I was kept like a pet. I was not allowed to be a child. I was not allowed to play. I was not allowed to be goofy. I was not allowed to I had to act like an adult and be quiet and be silent and not disturb. It was terrible, my childhood. It was so confined and terrible, and I never made contact. I never was able to build relations with people. I was like a like a like an animal kept in a cage. I was never able to play with the children. I was never able to. I was always weird. But I'm still weird. Now I'm used to it. Nowadays, I'm already used to being weird. But back then, when you're a kid, it's not easy to be weird. When everybody has normal family, hey, what are you doing for Christmas? How lovely was Christmas? And you're like, yeah, I got presents for Christmas, but my parents weren't home. I spent Christmas on my own. On my own. My parents weren't home. And if I would ask my parents, why aren't you home? They would say, because we have to work. They were partying. They were having fun. They were having fun and partying. I don't think that if you really, I know many people like bullshit. I know many people that work and they work really hard and maybe they miss a Christmas, but every fucking Christmas that you have to be working and both the father and the mother, both, it sucks. I don't believe that. That's bullshit. And birthdays, and school, like I went to private schools, so private schools, in private schools go mostly wealthy kids, wealthy families. So all those mothers, they would come to see their children, the parents, and my parents never arrived, never came. My parents never came. It was embarrassing for me. I got used to it. I'm not gonna play now victim, but it's just shitty, You grow up very alone, and maybe that's why I'm strange, Maybe that's why tough love, why I believe in tough love, and because that's how I grew up, and that's how I survived, through tough love, not through pity. You see, I have a shit story. I cannot hide it, but I try to not pity. I tried not to trauma dump about it. I try to, show you, hey, I learned from it and I grew from it and I'm stronger because of it. Not, but yeah, shit, it was shitty. Shitty, shitty, shitty. That's for sure. Bali's a furry. I'm not a furry. Shane's answered. Gata. I love your accent, Bali. I was sad when you made fun of Rose crying over her mom. Hey, what in the YouTube is going on? I understand. I also feel bad for Rose. But the thing is that you have to study people a little bit from more before. You have to follow them. What in the YouTube is going on. Also today somebody attacked me for Breezy, and then they didn't even know that me and Breezy were friends before YouTube. And then when I told them that, they were like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay, you don't have to be sorry. You can see it in my comments. What in the YouTube is going on. You can see it in my comments on my poetry regards Breezy on my community post, and they said, oh, I'm so sorry, and in the end we became friends, me and this person. We expressed one another's opinion, and then we became friends. We bickered at one another a little bit. We talked it out, and then we said, hey, yeah, you have a point and you have a point. And that's the way the world should go, and that's the way things should work. Okay, let's go quickly through this because I have more interesting things. I have a child that will blow your brains out. I've never seen a child like this. This child is 8 years old. She didn't go to grade 1. From grade 1, they moved her to grade 3, for fuck's sake. She's a genius. She speaks, I don't know how many languages, and she's 8 years old. And then you think to yourself, these things are miracles. How can a brain exist? How can a brain be so capable? And then you have another woman. She's amazing. She's autistic woman. And autism, I live with Steve. I don't live with Steve. He's my husband. And I live with my husband. But he's autistic. So, of course, I search sometimes, to relate, And this is a woman. It's interesting, autism. I want to go over these things a little bit. But let's stick with, and then American. American reacts to how stupid are Americans. You can pick which one you want to go for. But let's get, I feel obligated to cover Rosie because, that's my thing. Let's do it quickly. I'll put her on 1.5.
Plus dollars. They're currently $15.
I already watched it, so I can comment quickly.
I want drinks from the outside, and I've been debating, like, am I going to buy Diet Coke, or am I going to, like, restock a Diet Coke, or maybe buy something like that? And I decided to buy something like that because it's a really great deal. It's a way better price for what I'm getting. And there are a couple other smaller things I wanted to grab.
Jacob, hello. If you have a question, of course, I stop the video and I honor you as my viewer, or as a person that cares to write in my chat and puts me a question. What is the question? I will gladly answer for you. And then it's like, no, I'm just a troll. There's no question. I just wanted to fuck you over. Now I can expect that as well. I'm already... You can write the question. And when I see the question, I will stop the video and answer it for you. No problem, Jacob. You can ask anything.
That would help me hit my total, and then I would have a savings the next time that I went. So it also get me out of the house because the discount store is like one of my safe places. Because I do struggle with severe anxiety, and I've struggled significantly with agoraphobia in the past, and I still.
She struggles. So okay, let's keep it straight. She struggles with anxiety, phobia, this. There's nothing that she doesn't struggle with. So let me not repeat myself. That she has everything. There's nothing on the list that she doesn't have. She's a victim of everything.
Still can have those types of tendencies. Like, I'm still trying to get the courage to get myself back to Costco. Every time I try, I think about having a panic attack. Anytime I think.
Yeah, I can look up something for you. Be more direct and don't waste the time. Don't waste the time. You're derailing, Jacob. Just say. And why would I have to look up something? You could look it up yourself. But come on, hit it.
I'm going to a big box store. Like, I can't even go to
Hit
Walmart.
the spot.
It's too big. It's too much. Too many people, and the vibes are weird because there's just too many people. And so, yeah. I think I'm feeling a bit better because I had a really hard cry earlier. I was on FaceTime with a friend, shared some stuff with her, and
I'm feeling better because I had a really hard cry. Stop crying. Stop crying. There's people that don't have a roof over their head, don't have food in their belly, and don't have how to feed their children. And they're not crying. You should not permit yourself to be such a fucking crybaby.
I feel like I just like, all that sadness and all that crap, and a really hard cry.
Okay, I'm going to look this up. I'm writing it down so I don't forget it, just so you know. I'm taking you serious on this. Violet Witchy. Violet Witchy got on a bounce house. I'm looking it up after this. But not during this stream because just the name of sounds funky to me. I'll look it up on my own time. And if I find it entertaining, I'll put it in the next stream.
Crying a lot more recently, but I haven't had like a good old like heaving moment in a while, so I'm glad that I got that out of my system because the shit fucking sucks and I don't like being sad. Who likes being sad? You're the
likes
person
being
with the gun.
sad?
The
Nobody
person who would
likes
do
being
anything
sad.
to protect the ones you love. But did you know that you could go to
Nobody
jail?
likes being sad.
So I went and I saw in the coolers they put some individual drinks. So before I even went shopping, I bought.
Do you just remember that people in real life, they really have problems. They really don't have the privilege to live and talk like her. And for me, that's just what amazes me. And it amazes me that many people enable her and like feel bad. Oh, but these are all the people that live, like probably Americans. America probably gives a good life to the people. I don't see people but everybody, it's like how you're raised. If I would be raised amongst zebras, I was gonna say monkeys, but then I said no, don't say monkeys because people are gonna take it off context. If I were raised amongst zebras, probably I would like what zebras like, and I would behave like the zebras because I'm raised amongst them. Same with Americans. It's for me the same like with the Americans. You can understand what you want from my statement here.
Bought this, sat down in the little area of chairs, take a sip, and I was not impressed, not even a little bit. So I ended up changing the plan, which you'll see in a moment, but I was not happy. So I got a couple frozen meals.
I'm calling out for my friend Gertie. Gertie, Gertie. Deine Welt sind die Berge. Gertie, Gertie. Nur zu Haus fühlst du dich zu wohl. Gertie. Okay, Gertie will hear it, and now I summoned Gertie. I have a feeling Gertie will appear. Let's see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. If I'm right, don't shit yourself, because most of the time I'm right. I've just summoned Gertie with my Austrian song.
Got one of the pizza things. I only had one protein yogurt left, so I bought it. And some more Fiber One bars. And then I did not like that body armor. So for the same price, I got 32 drinks instead of 20. And I'm just gonna add
water. You have to drink water. But at the end of the day, when it comes to that, I'm not the one to talk. But I'm not trying to lose weight. And I'm already bettering myself. But I also drink too much apple juice and too much vodka. And it's not good. So I should not be talking about drinking healthily. Eating healthy, I eat very healthy. But I screw myself over with the drinking. But that is my problem. I don't burden you with it. I don't burden you with my problem with this. It's not a problem for me. It is just something that I must control, and I have already controlled it much within the years. Within the past 2 years, I have improved myself better than you could even imagine, better than a rehab could do.
Or whatever to it, because I haven't tried lemon or berry yet, but the orange was eh. I feel like I'm about a year into my health journey for real. I dabbled a little bit before a year ago. Like a year ago today, I was in the mental hospital. During this week, a year ago today, I was in the mental hospital in Florida. The very end of April was when a lot of shit went down in my life last year. Hit the 1 year anniversary of me waking up and leaving Peterism. Because it was a few days before I took myself to the mental hospital that I laid in bed for two days and just cried about realizing I needed to leave Peterism, realizing how toxic it was. It took external forces for me to see it, for me to wake up.
So do you hear how she says? She says at the same time she's a victim, but I have depression and I cry. But I go shopping, but feederism. Why are you dealing with, or you want to lose weight, or you want to be a big, proud, big girl, or you want to enable feederism, or what do you want in the end? You just want a YouTube channel and to be sick with all the sick. You have diabetes, you have autism, you have everything. You have everything. You are so pathetic. It is so sad. I don't understand how, of course nobody can stand you. Nobody can stand you. You're not normal. You're not willing to want to be normal. You want to be all infatuated and like a little girl. It's all about me. And I'm the victim here. Yes, but I want the attention. And yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. Go sell your story. This bullshit story to someone else, not to me.
But ultimately, I came to these conclusions on my own, and I realized.
Yes, I jump in the bounce house with you, Jacob. I've jumped in many bounce houses before in my life. In Austria, they're very common, very common. I've done naughty stuff in a bounce house, actually. If you mention it, now that you bring back the memory, boom, it just popped in my head. Nice. Bounce house is very famous in Europe.
As I needed to change, and I used Spike to fuel me
You
for a
have
while.
it, you can buy it, and you can put it in your garden. You can buy it at Baumax, Obi or Baumax, Bauhaus. You can buy. Not much. I think one, a small one, enough for two people, two children, two people, for the garden is about, as I recall, about 120 euros. That's about 135 bucks. Good.
I did. I sure did. I outgrew that. I got over that. I healed from all that shit that happened last year, and I don't like to think about those people, that time at all. It serves me nothing. The energy's gross, but I just think that the amount of growth that I've had in 1 year, especially.
What a stupid question, Jacob. You know, like, if you come here to put stupid questions, doesn't even make sense. Would you let me? Of course I would let you watch me what bounce in the house. Why would we be hanging out together in this bounce house if I would not let you watch you? You think that me and you are gonna go hang out in the bounce house and I'm gonna say, well, no, please turn your back because I'm gonna bounce and I don't want you to look at me. Get real, you know, at least make good, realistic comments and jokes.
Especially in comparison with stagnation of others. That speaks for itself. I don't really need to say anything else. The body stores trauma. That is a bona fide fact at this point. In all of the psychology research surrounding PTSD and everything. It doesn't surprise me that I'm having a depressive spell right now because I'm having a trauma anniversary.
I have trauma. I have trauma anniversary. I have trauma anniversary. Depressive, the trauma anniversary. But look at me. Go to work. Do something. Do something. Work. Do something. Do something for society. Do something for yourself. Stop bitching about.
It was a mild grade trauma comparatively to my laundry list of trauma. But unfortunately, once you experience compound trauma, things that may not necessarily individually be a traumatic enough event do induce PTSD in somebody can be piled onto the history of trauma and just kind of add to.
But it's very boring.
I'll never be weak. I'll never know what that's like. And I'm thankful for that.
Trauma.
Sometimes.
That's my whole point. That's what I'm telling you guys. She's so boring. But look, she herself, look at her. She finds herself very interesting. She really does. She finds herself really really cool, you know. But that's the thing. She's 32 years old and she acts like 17, 18 years. Not even 18. She acts like 16. She acts like in between 15 and 17 years old. This is the age she acts. The age she acts. In between 15 and 17. You can ask any psychologist, they will agree with me.
I wish I knew what it was like to be weak. I wish I knew a
Listen
world
to this. She has failed. She's 22 years in the medical system of taxpayers in America, and she has not managed. She's still not working, not doing anything with her life, living with her parents. And she's now saying that she cannot be weak. She's trying to convince us, saying that I cannot be a weak person. I cannot be a weak. How delusional. And that's where I think to myself, what mushrooms are these people taking? What weed are they smoking? What gummies are they eating? I want some of that shit. I want to be that delusional. I miss being that delusional. It's been such a long time. Give me also, I also want to be so delusional like these people. Listen to her. I will slow it down where she's trying to explain us that she cannot be weak. Well, if you're so strong, why are you living the way you live if you're such a strong woman? It doesn't make sense. I don't understand you. Maybe I don't understand your English.
For the things that I've faced. But overall, I think I do like being strong. Even if it's fucking annoying.
Ridiculous.
I have a little bit of a grocery haul today because today I got my extra.
I have a little bit of a grocery haul today because a little bit of beauty. Everything bounces on me. What a question also that is. Of course, everything bounces on on every person. There's nothing that doesn't bounce on me. My eyeballs maybe don't bounce, but even they roll around in my little brain. My little
and my blood
in my
work
little skull, not my brain, in my skull.
done. Very excited that that's over with. And I don't want to have to leave my house again until I absolutely have to.
I don't want to leave my house again, and she says it's Thursday and she got to leave the house on Tuesday. So she's happy that she doesn't have to. You are 32 years old. It is not normal for you to say this. It is not called depression. It is called you are not wanting to be a person that has some kind of purpose. You don't want to be you just want what you want. You want a little hole, a dark hole where you hide. How can you say I'm glad that it's Thursday and I'm glad I don't have to go out until Tuesday? What are you doing in the house? You're not meeting people, you're not having fun, you're not working. You're not doing anything. Me, I'm in the house and I hate it. That's why I hate you. Because I just wish that I could go back to my old life where I'm not tied down to that. Where I can go out on the street and boom, I'm in the supermarket. Boom, I'm at the tram. Boom, I'm in the city. Boom. Just going to the supermarket, I meet 3 friends along the way, and who knows where the day fucking goes. Because I met my friends along the way. But no. You, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. And you want pity for no reason. Go live life. Go talk to Breezy again. I will tell you something, just in case you didn't know. This one and Breezy were friends, but not for long, for like 1 month or something, 2 months. And Rosie, paneled on Breezy's channel. Go look for it if it's still there. Breezy paneled with this one, with Rosie. But then they didn't get along. And you know why they didn't get along? Because both of them are excuses of people. And both of them are lazy fucks. And both of them are narcissistic pieces of shit. And two minuses can't get along, you know? You need one, to support the other. They're too much similar. And for this reason, they couldn't, because one couldn't benefit from the other. Rosie wanted to talk and have the attention, whilst Breezy the same thing. And then Breezy was like, no, like, I don't feel like paying so much attention to this girl. I prefer that people pay attention to me. And that's what happened, and that's why they didn't get on.
I believe it was Tuesday, and today is a Thursday the 2nd of May. I'm really drained and fatigued.
We speed it up.
Manjaro was making me feel very unwell. Yeah.
She's speaking again about this is not feeling. I don't feel like a long time. Again, I don't want to talk depression, trauma dumping.
Proud of myself because I feel like I did a splurge shop at Aldi's, and you'll see where I do like American cheese, and it was about $2 or $2.49.
What did I tell you? Anybody that wants to lose weight shouldn't be cheese. She always cheese. I like cheese. Stop with the fucking cheese. Just take a break of cheese.
I got 2 of those. And then they had honey roasted turkey breast in the freezer. So I got 3. I think I got 17 of these.
17 yogurts?
This was like, okay, I'm these. And so I haven't had
the
list of things I definitely needed. As I went shopping, I was like, you know what? A stock pantry of a bunch of like, I would never buy Atkins brand at full price because Atkins literally traumatized me as a child. That's a whole separate story. But I got it at the discount store.
Jacob, stop having perverted fantasies. I don't know. You can keep it in your own mind. You should not be thinking this way.
Cool with it. And so this has 6 grams of fiber. I think the other one has 6 or 7 as well.
Okay. Bullshit. Food, 1 second. Food.
But I'll just show you real quick.
Food. I want to lose weight, but I buy cheese, American cheese. Look at her.
I was interested in them last time, so you know what? Let me get this. They didn't have any cabbage there, unfortunately, so the Aldi's version of the nut bars. And I think I am gonna.
Look, now she's gonna eat.
Maybe if I pair it with something savory,
now she's gonna eat it.
Easier to eat, you know. it has a little bit of a pepperoni flavor. It's a beef stick.
Bullshit. It's a beef stick. It's nothing that you need to comment about. You're trying to sound smart about bullshit right now. Just stuff it in your mouth and shut the fuck up.
So it has a bit of it's almost like it's seasoned like pepperoni is seasoned, you know what I mean? It has that same like amount of heat. It's not heat, but like pepperoni
yes
has a kick.
I'm very
Pepperonis have like a
interesting.
slight kick to it, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I taste here.
I'm very intelligent. I'm very interesting and intelligent.
And it tastes like really it tastes like quality, you know what I mean? Which for $1.50 per serving.
It tastes like quality. Do you know what quality tastes like? It tastes like quality, guys.
That's what you would expect. And it does taste like all the stick without the ick. It tastes like a sometimes. Have I had to? I'll check my tracking actually. I don't think I have.
Bullshit.
My first time I think I'm gonna actually be able to use the pool.
I will go fast through this. I've seen it. There's not much she says, but you just see what attention seeker she is. You know, like, just look at the reaction she makes. She knows that she's filmed and she's uploading this. She is her own editor or whatever. She uploads what she wants. She's uploading these faces that she makes like a little child. I have to get over it. And I can't believe that people eat it up and suck it up. It's like, wow, you know, like a normal person that really is struggling doesn't have the confidence to perform that way. Not at all. Or if you're really struggling, then you don't have that confidence to be like her. She's not. She wants the attention through whatever. She will have tomorrow if I will tell Rosie tomorrow that tomorrow the new disease exists, Kalingari. I invent this disease, Kalingari, and I'll tell Rosie, do you know this disease Kalingari? I think that you have it also because if you sweat at night, that means that you have Kalingari. And she will say the next day, she will say, guys, not only I have this, I also have now Kalingari. I'm not bullshitting with you. I'm not inventing this. I'm not fabulating. Look at the video.
It's almost May. I need this to get a little bit warm. I think I'm gonna get used to it because I feel kind of warm right now. So it's just shocking. Oh, fucking A, man.
Like a child. She talks to me like a child.
Okay, all right. Do the hard part. This is how I acclimate to get into the pool. I'm like, the hardest part's my shoulders because I have really sensitive shoulders my entire life. I used to like cry when people would poke my shoulders, even if it wasn't that hard. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just one of those sensitive things. I am successfully in the pool. Also, this bathing suit, it used to not be this big on me. So that's the thing. Oh my god, sunlight. Vitamin D, what up? Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, I can do this. I've done this so many times. This is not a new thing for me. It's just been several months. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Oh. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh.
I feel better. It's been hard. A few days, guys. I feel better. It is a little cool. I don't know how long I'll be in here, but today's my first season dip in the pool. Never with my depression stuff because I just feel like such a downer.
Okay, but, depression again. Wait.
Better.
More trauma dumping. How we can miss this? Depression again. We cannot miss this.
It does. Thanks for being here. I hate when I'm like dealing with my depression stuff because I just feel like such a downer. But I don't want to pretend, you know.
I don't want to pretend.
I'll see y'all later. Bye.
I don't want to pretend.
We're visible.
I'll see y'all later. Bye. How fake is that?
Visible.
How fake is that?
With us, what you see is what you get.
I don't want to pretend.
So I'm post swim right now. I took a couple like videos and I went live for like 15 minutes on TikTok and then I had to get off for a bit.
So busy you are. So busy.
What I just started doing was I started floating around.
Floating around. You did nothing. You're doing nothing in your life. You're pathetic. I did some TikTok.
I don't.
I'm sorry, there was interruption. Because the battery died. I got chips. Not many, you know I cannot eat many. Look at this child. Look at this child, this is amazing.
Like to be extremely intelligent, autistic, and have a physical disability.
I mean, having all of those things is really just a blessing to me because I love it. I want myself to be different.
What is the best thing about being you?
Everything. I really like everything about myself. I don't have necessarily a best thing about myself. I do have autism. Now here's the fun fact about autism, just know. That boys tend to, they tend to express their autism.
Listen to this girl talk, it's amazing. This girl is 8 years old. Listen to the way she talks, it's amazing. It just blew me away, like really, it blew me away. You cannot tell me that it doesn't surprise you.
More frequently, whereas girls, they try to mask it.
What does masking mean?
It just means pretending not to have autism to try to fit in with the other people.
Yeah, she's always been like a 38-year-old, educated, grown-up in a little child's body. Always.
How old are you?
8.
Do you feel like other 8-year-olds?
Kind of. But I was super intelligent and I blew through first grade. So we skipped like a quarter of second grade. So then I went to third grade and now I'm in fourth at 8 years old.
Yeah, she's tested out, they call it profoundly gifted. She's in the Davidson Young Scholars community. She's Mensa. It's just, yeah, high IQ. And then, but I've known that since she was little. And then we just found out about the autism.
The tallest volcano is actually not here on Earth. It's on Mars. Yes. Do you know about it?
No, what is it called?
Well, I'll tell you, it's super big, bigger than Mount Everest.
I've never.
It's amazing. I won't make you watch the whole thing. But it just shows you that there's some people out there. It's just, wow, the brain is amazing. For a human being at age 8 to think this way. And the language, listen to her speak Spanish.
The urge to baby talk to her?
Just I have to show you.
Me llamo Chris.
Listen to her speak.
It's not llamo, it's llamo. Me llamo Chris.
Me llamo Chris.
No, Chris.
Correct.
You know, can you roll your R's?
I have never tried.
Well, my mommy can't roll her R's at all, and when she tries to, like when she tries to say perro, she sounds like a car engine starting up.
Tell me all about your mom.
So, she's a very nice mom, I must say. And I love her very much, so does she love me. And we do fun things. We dance, Well, it means I'm affected in all 4 limbs. Let me tell you something real quick. If, just in case you don't want to say arthrogryposis multiplex congenital every time you say arthrogryposis multiplex congenital, which I can do say arthrogryposis multiplex congenital every time I want. But if you just don't want to say that every single time, you can say arthrogryposis, or for short, AMC. There's contractures in my wrists. And so I can't straighten them out. And
It's strange, isn't it? A little girl at age 8 to be so smart. And then at the same time to have also, the world is just a paradox. Sometimes the world is a paradox for me.
If you show me, if I can't straighten it out. Like, she can just pull it all the way up as high as that. I can only do like this. And if you try to squeeze my wrist flat, it's just like it doesn't.
She has a contraction.
You know what, Jacob? I'm afraid. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna put the phone down because I have a feeling that you're fucking. Let's see. I have a feeling that this will get me problems on YouTube. But I will look at it. Put the phone down. And then I can judge for myself, right? So we saw this smart girl, very smart girl. The world is just amazing. I found it.
was gonna be my own song.
Yeah, we can watch this. It's on YouTube. It's fine. You know, I have to watch out because there's very many people that troll me, and I'm tired of trolls, you know. I really am tired of trolls. Nah, just want to make me trouble and just annoy me and ruin my evening. But we can watch this witchy bouncy house.
I just did. I didn't think it was gonna be a whole ass video, but I did more than one little.
She's Russian, huh? I can hear Russian, or from where? I do believe so.
What do you call it? ¿Voltereta? ¿Cómo se llama? Ya quiero meterse los días.
No,
Okay.
no.
No, mejor no cortamos ya, nomás tomamos foto.
Spanish.
This is the Bala Witchy intro song. No copyright and infringement for writing my own song.
You forgot the word channel.
Ay, ¿dónde lo pongo?
It's very sad. I'm very sad you suggested this to me, Jacob, that you want me to do this. If we would do this, you know, if it's just me and you, yeah, it's fun, like in my childhood. But for me to do this and to think that I'm doing something cool and show it to other people, I will never do that. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How funny. It's pretty stupid. If you ask me, it's stupid. It's really not interesting at all. Very stupid. Jacob, can you at least write me? I played what you wanted. Can you write something, like tell me what you like about this? Can you tell me the point why you wanted me to put it, what you like about it? Like, say something.
Estoy feliz.
I'm a fat ugly. I'm a fat ugly in a bouncy house. How funny. Yeah, exactly. So ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, we heard this bouncy house from Jacob. Thank you very much, Jacob, for sharing this with us. This is a woman. Let's see now. Let's see this. This is funny. Let's go funny. No, so
This is a video where I get to come on here, be embarrassed, desperately maybe try to not be too defensive about me being an American, because there's a lot of stupid Americans, okay? But
Are you serious?
all that stupid.
You're not all
But
that
today
stupid? You're not all that stupid, you say?
We're going to be looking at stupid Americans. All right, let's see. Oh, boy.
Y'all, what the fuck? Y'all can take your kids to Galactic Toys, drop them off at Kid to Kid, and then go next door and...
Why does it sound like a guy impersonating a girl? Like, it's the same TikTok, right? But it went from a girl to, like...
You can take your kids to Galactic Toys, drop them off at Kid to Kid, and then go next door and buy yourself an AK-47. Stand up!
Oh, God.
Free and the home!
funny until she did that.
This wall can't be climbed. This is very, very hard. Plus, it's designed to absorb heat, so it's extremely hot. The wall is, you won't be able to touch it. You can fry an egg on that wall. So it's a very, very hard thing to climb.
Nice service
I said if you
time.
can climb over.
Enjoy the gnocchi. Gnocchi is good. And even if you have sauce all over it, it's still good. Very good. Eat gnocchi.
You're in. It's like an athletic test, you know? Like some countries have this a lot of countries I think have a test where you have to pass an exam. This is like instead you have this athletic test. If you can do this, hey, you got some skills. Come on in.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor? You've got to try Otter. Here's how it works.
One second. Are we sure that was the same person? The lady who got hit with the ball is the one. I had to describe Americans in one clip. Oh God, what? America.
What's something that...
Wait, he's talking about that clip with the baseball? How is that Americans in one clip? That was the most. I need to watch it. It's the most random. I mean that's not necessarily stupid. It's just literally the most confusing random thing I've ever seen. 1 second. If I had to describe Americans in one clip,
I'm not the best.
this one coming out. America.
What's something that's clearly a
Thank you, service time. Thank you, but I'm not the best. There's not many people that like me, you know that. I'm not liked. I'm really not much liked, but it's okay. But thank you so much. You know, at least you like me. That's cool. I know I'm not a bad person. I know I'm strange, but I know I'm not a bad person.
To believe is normal.
They think the United States is like the best country in the world.
Yes.
You guys are like miserable. You don't get paid
Steve
vacation.
also thinks that the United States is the best. He thinks that that I'm living here. It's like, and the thing is, he's been to Europe. At the end of the day, when we could talk, he says yes, he prefers Europe, but he still thinks so high of the United States. I'm like, no, it's not. Living here is not of any benefit to anyone. If you can live in the Europe and you're European and you have your money and your income, I don't have family, sadly, but I have a lot of friends. It's better to live in Europe than America. That's for sure. That's for sure.
You get in debt to study. You have to pay to go to the doctor. Guns, just guns. Your prison system sucks. Metal detectors at school, like.
That is crazy, huh? There's some schools with metal. It's not. Most schools no, but it's almost like there should be because it's out of hand.
Not that you have that, but that you need that. Just everything in general. You call yourself Americans.
I didn't get that last part. What do you mean you call yourselves Americans?
You call yourself Americans.
Also didn't get it.
Yeah. Where do we rank on like the world happiness scale or whatever? Happiness
18.
Countries?
18.
We're not
You
too
ranked
high
on
up, I don't
18.
think.
Happiness sector, you ranked on 18. I even know. Let's see if I'm right. Remember the number 18.
But there are a lot of
Remember the number of
opportunities in
18.
America. I think that's one opportunity to pay $30,000 for a broken arm. No. But there's also I don't know, whatever.
What is there? What is there?
I'm trying not to be defensive.
Okay. What is there in America? Dude. What is there in America that's so great? Nothing. Piece of shit.
All right.
Arrogant piece of shit.
America's not perfect, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
And some other countries do a lot better.
We are
things better
also,
than
but we
America
don't
does.
pretend to be perfect. Whilst you are an arrogant piece of shit and you pretend to be perfect. That's the difference. Us Europeans, we know that we have our flaws and our history. We stand up for our things. Just the way I am on YouTube. I stand up for my mistakes when I say something wrong. Whilst you American person that you are there, you don't. You're very arrogant. But then you say, yeah, we're kind of fucked up. Well, make it make sense.
In a lot of different ways.
Currently living abroad, what is one time that made you realize that America really messed you up?
So I started my new job in the Netherlands. This was 3 years ago, and I was going through the company policy the first week. And I got to the section about leave, and they have a holiday leave, like PTO, and then they had sick leave in 2 different areas. And I was reading about sick leave, and I turned to my coworker, and I was like, I don't understand. Like, it talks about like the requirements for sick leave and like doctor notes, like after 3 days, but how many sick days do we get a year? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, how many are they? It doesn't say. She's like, it's just if you're sick, you're out. I'm like, I don't understand. She's like, it's.
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box.
Yeah.
Starting at $6.99, it's the ultimate solo meal.
Yeah, American people, go eat Pizza Hut. This is the food you need. This is exactly what you should be eating.
Wow. That's
American people.
When he says it, it's so obvious that that makes sense. Because, I mean, I've always thought, how would you know? What do you do if you're out of sick days? I mean, what you do, if you're wondering, you just don't get paid for that day. It's really that simple. You just don't get paid. You don't go in. I mean, you probably do go in because you can't afford to not be paid. But if you're not going to go in, then you just don't get paid. That's simple. And you might get fired if you're at a really crappy job.
Limit.
But it's like you don't control how many days you're sick a year.
It's just if you're sick, you take a sick day. She was confused. I was shocked. There's a moment I realized we're fucked up in America and how we deal with people.
Yeah.
There must be. Yeah. What if someone abused that? Because even most people
true.
wouldn't. But no
also,
matter where you go.
Steve, he has to. I have personal days. These many personal days. I have vacation days. These many days. I have some black point days. Union worker black point days. And I'm like, what the fuck is this system all about? You know, it's like for cows. It's a system for cows. It's not humane. It's not at all. It's like you're sick. You don't have to have all these points. I don't know. It's not like that in Europe.
In the world, there's going to be people who are trying to take advantage of a system like that. That's really a really good system. They would just call it sick every,
No, you can't do that. That's the thing. We're not stupid. Us European people, we're not dumb. We're not dumb fucks. We know when somebody calls in too much sick, and then we go check and verify. Doctor's notes. Of course, you have to have doctor's notes, and then we check that you cannot get away with being an asshole. Why? Because we have the time to check. But in America, you don't have the time to check because there's too many people. There's no time for people to verify and to check if somebody's being honest or dishonest. So they're just going to make the whole system shit for everybody so that the honest people also suffer because of the dishonest ones. You get what I mean? But at least in Europe, because they got the time to verify you, and if they feel something is smelling fishy and rather off, they will go check and verify. But yeah.
100 days a year.
People being sick with work.
Even though they're not, I guess. I don't know. What would you do?
The U.S. healthcare system is.
Well, I guess you have to bring a doctor's note. Is that what he said? So that would prove that you are sick, so you can't abuse it very easily. That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Insane. I just want to start this off by saying that
that's true.
I have really good insurance under my parents' names. And I had to go to the ER in November for a cluster headache that was on day 2 that would not cease after migraine medication, everything that I could take and think of. So I had to go to the ER to make the pain stop because I literally couldn't do anything without shooting. Anyways, for the one visit.
Probably, no big deal. Just give her a couple meds, lay her on a bed for a couple hours, send her out. How much could it cost?
$34,000. $28,000 is not covered. My mom goes, well, when you go to the ER, did you check that they were in network? And I said, it's the same building where I go to my other doctors. I figured it would be in network. She goes, no, Lindsay, sometimes if the ER doctors are not in network, you have to check for the individual doctors. I'm like, Mom, it's the ER. You think I don't check? I don't check that before I go. I just...
Yeah, it's true.
This does sum up a lot of American healthcare right here. But I have to say, because I always keep it real, I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, oh,
hey,
yeah,
Jennifer, I hope you're doing well.
Like, that's totally normal.
Hey, Jennifer, before I had some gossip and some jokes. Now I'm talking about some serious subjects, and not many people want to listen. But that's nothing new, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I still have my phone and I still do my watching and talking and all that. And I don't care if the chat is not active or it's better like this. It's quiet. Whether I watch this alone, I didn't watch it. You can see because if you watch the videos, you can see the line is red. You can see it's not red. I haven't watched this yet. So I'm watching it together online.
The cost is outrageous, but $38,000. Like, what did you have done?
Yeah, it is outrageous. $38,000.
Like, I would have believed $3,000,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
absurd.
38.
But 38? What did they do to you?
BK melts full of flame grilled layers. Meet the new Philly. It's stacked with flavor. Juicy beef.
What a commercial. What a ugly fast food It is such a shitty culture. It is so sad. It is so sad that the people are brainwashed with this crap. Fast food It is gross. You will never have any elegance in America. You will never find elegance in America. The only elegance you'll find in America is from the people that have family and roots outside or travel outside, and they bring some elegance into the country. But like this, the American folk, they don't have from where to learn. You can't even fucking blame them. Look at what they look on TV, these commercials. Burger, burger, burger. It's fucking disgusting. Blech. I can't wait to go back home to here. I know that I'm pissing everybody, even Steve, I piss off. I know it's annoying, but in the end, I never thought it's gonna be this way. I never thought it's gonna be this way.
And that made you realize that America really.
But the whole insurance system with the networks and the in-network, like when you're desperately in need of medical attention, you're supposed to be looking up which network. It's so absurd.
Messed you up.
There's a lot. This might have to be a series, but here's the first one that comes to mind. It's really two things in one. One night in mid-November, I woke up, I was having really bad chest pains, and I was like cold sweating and everything, all the symptoms of a heart attack. And I was sitting there in my bathroom like, should I call 112 for an ambulance? It's going to be so expensive.
Yeah.
There was a moment I literally thought about riding my bicycle to the hospital because it's about a 10-minute bicycle ride away from my apartment. I called the ambulance in the end. It was completely covered by my insurance. After I had the heart attack in the hospital, it was around 5 or 6 in the morning when I woke up. And I remember the first thing I thought was, I need to get my phone. I have to tell my boss I can't come into work today. I mean, the first thing wasn't like calling my mom. It was literally calling my work because I didn't want to get fired. I wasn't going to get fired in the Netherlands for
Hey
that.
Terrence, I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Nice to
that's
see you.
very real. I mean, absolutely. The amount of times I never go to the doctor or hospital. Period. Like, it's scary to think of the amount of people who die just because they don't know how serious their condition is and they don't want to go get it checked because you got to pay.
Yeah, you got.
And then the whole work thing. Yeah, absolutely. It's a very
It's
big
shitty.
stressor.
It's
you know?
shitty.
If you're not showing up to work,
It's very shitty.
They're going to be upset.
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
When I was in high school, I was asked, what language do you speak in England?
In England.
There are a lot of foreign people in England, you know, from around. That's stupid. Obviously,
That is very stupid.
That's dumb.
I'm kind of
That's really dumb.
curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Well, I remember visiting Warner Brothers, and our tour guide, in the beginning of the tour, he asked us where we all were from, and I told him that I was from Turkey. And every single time he would show something or tell us something, he would always say, well, you probably don't have that in Turkey. And I had to correct him every single time. It would be highways, but you probably don't have that in Turkey.
Why wouldn't they have highways?
Dumpsters, you probably don't have that in Turkey.
Why wouldn't they have dumpsters?
Stray cats, you probably don't have that in Turkey.
Well, that's a compliment.
Netflix, you probably don't have that in Turkey. Ellen Show, you probably don't have that in Turkey.
Ellen Show? That one, honestly, I would have believed they don't have in Turkey, and I would be jealous. Are we talking about Ellen DeGeneres? If you don't have that show, you're lucky.
And stuff like that. Like, where do you think I'm from? What do you think is here? A desert? Do you think we're riding camels?
I could see how that would be insulting.
I don't know.
It's funny he insulted Ellen DeGeneres, whom I also really despise, I don't like. But if you look at his face, he has a little bit the same facial characteristics as her. The eyes, the eyebrows very mellow, and the skin tone. And there's a little bit of similarities that I can see, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I drank one drink. No, but the thing is, I didn't drink a lot today. Maybe